Welcome to the Broccoli Pod. We're your hosts. I'm Augie Dupre.
And I'm Capital J, and we're here with...
I'm Zaden Z. What's up?
Yeah, back on the podcast for a second episode.
Been a minute.
This time not in Chico, and we have a little bit more of a setup here now. Got the stands and everything.
Do we got the broccoli thing out
The
here?
broccoli logo.
That shit dope
Got
as
it.
Yeah,
hell.
it's partially in that. Hell yeah, how you been, bro?
I've been good. I've been working a
Working
lot.
on music a lot more?
Yeah. So I don't remember what I talked about last time, but I know that I wasn't as prepared last time as I am today. Not necessarily for the podcast, but for like in terms of what I was doing with my music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was kind of in a hiatus, working on my way out of it, working on music still.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm finishing up music.
Yeah.
So I'm getting ready to actually drop and have more like, now I have a little more confidence in what I
you're
can say
saying.
I'm going to drop and what I'm going to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been working on this album for, at this point, like 3 years, if you really look back on when I started putting money into the album.
And it, a little bit, hiatuses in between. and
Yeah,
stuff like that,
maybe creative standby or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it, writer's block, whatnot,
It doesn't exist. It's a lie. It's a hoax.
You just gotta get other experiences.
Yeah, no, it's true. You really do. Otherwise, you're just gonna be writing about the same shit all the fucking time.
Yeah, that's the
When's
thing.
When's your album coming out?
I wanted to come out in April. I'm actually going to the studio tomorrow. I have like 3 more songs to record.
Tomorrow.
Yep,
Nice.
I got like 3 more songs to
What
record.
day in April is it coming out?
Earth Day,
Earth Day.
motherfucking
Hell,
Earth Day.
Day.
That's the plan. Yeah,
April
yeah. I gotta look on my calendar again.
I know exactly what day that is.
8th. It's the 8th.
It's the 14th.
Earth Day.
Earth Day.
It's not.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the 8th. Yeah,
It's the
it's
14th.
No,
like
it's the 8th. Or the 14th. Yeah, that
Confidently
sounds right.
saying the 14th.
no, it's the 22nd.
That's what I said.
Dude,
It's the 22nd.
that's fucked up.
So it's
bro.
towards the end of April because I didn't want to.
Confidently saying the 22nd.
Yeah, I think that.
It's like a Monday. I might push it to a Friday.
Why would you do it on a Monday? Yeah.
That's different.
Well,
I
because
like it.
because I've always heard, like for a while it was popular to release albums on a Tuesday, for whatever reason. It's like people go to work and they want to listen to their new music on the way to work, instead of the concept of they're getting off work on a Friday
I
and
do
they
listen
want
to
to
more
bump.
music on the weekdays.
I listen to more music while I'm at work or on the way to work. Yeah, I don't really bump music unless it's my own.
I want it to have been out for 2 days before I hear it.
That's true.
Sometimes
Yeah,
people watch those
otherwise-
view counts.
Yeah, because otherwise it's not very good.
Yeah,
If you get it fresh.
it's gotta
Like
have
fresh squeezed music isn't
Yeah,
that good.
that's true.
Also, that's where I feel like
preservatives are better.
that's where I feel like projects are better though too, in the sense like you can just skip on to the next song or come back to it later.
Mhm.
If you drop one single, like if someone doesn't fuck with it, they're not always gonna come back to it.
You gotta go
I
kill
don't
them.
know.
If they don't fuck with it, bro.
Gotta fucking dox their
Yeah,
asses.
bro. Be like, yo, go get this guy.
Get this
Put him
one.
in the next song.
I said
Drop a
I'm about
single.
what I talk about. My music, I'm coming,
Bro,
bitch.
What's up? Where you at, bro?
Oh, shit.
You didn't like it? What do you mean you didn't like the project? Bro, I'll fucking put you
That's
in a
impossible, bro.
fucking- yeah, I'll make you into a project, bro.
I'll be rapping about
Fuck
you
with
next time, motherfucker.
No, you'll have a peg leg, a hook on your hand. you'll
Peg
have to
leg with a
fucking-
gun on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like I said.
Oh, we were-
I don't even believe that that's true, dude.
We were watching
I don't
Pawn
know.
Stars before this. This dude had a fucking whole ass peg leg and a gun.
Musket peg leg.
This shit was trash though. Shot worse than a BB gun.
I don't know how people like actually walked around on a peg leg, on the boats and stuff.
That would,
On
that
boats
would
for
suck.
real.
Yeah, that would be wild.
That would
Maybe they
hurt,
had like
bro.
holes in the planks.
Especially back then, they didn't have like lotion and shit. They weren't rich enough to have
Lotion.
No,
Put
because
lotion
like
on the peg
the
leg.
big thing about like having like a prosthetic like that is like the stub gets fucked
Yeah.
because there's so much just pressure on it. Yo, if you don't have lotion, that's just gonna be raw and fucking like bloody
Oh, yeah,
and like
right.
it's a bloody stump. It's a bloody stump. You know what I mean?
You know,
Yeah, how
actually,
they did prosthetics back then though were probably pretty fucking brutal anyways.
well, they almost didn't
Yeah.
know anything back then. I
Yeah.
actually,
Exactly. They were
I've
drilling
been
holes in heads for
finishing
headaches.
my like nutrition
Yeah.
course, like some like nutrition certifications and
Mm.
stuff. And I just found out that they discovered vitamins in like
1905.
like the 1800s
Really?
because of like scurvy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How do you discover vitamins?
You
What's
know,
that process like?
I wish I knew, but
I thought you were the guru.
Yeah, you just told me like
I don't know how they.
You said that you
I don't know
just
how they
finished all of the
discovered
nutrition
vitamins
certifications.
specifically, but they're like, oh well, obviously you need something that you get from like
Oranges.
citrus and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess.
which is like their main thing. And
makes
then they
sense.
ended up they like named the first vitamin Vitamin A, and like went from there.
It's just A B C
Yeah.
D.
Then the
B.
second one they found, they're like B.
Yep. And there's a whole bunch of bees.
They
There's a
probably
shitload
argued
of
and they're like,
bees.
"No, this one should be B."
And some of them are not good for you.
There's a shitload of bees.
Cyanide, cobalamin.
Most of them are
yeah,
like
whatever that one is.
most of them are water soluble,
Mhm.
which is like so they kind of just like go through you pretty quick. That's why it doesn't matter. Like you could take kind of a lot of those.
Like what?
What about the
there's,
ones that aren't good for you?
All of them are good for. Most of them are good for you, and like at least
Unless you have too much,
dose.
right?
Yeah, some are
Like-
just harder to like
For
get
your
out
body
of,
to break down.
out of balance.
Yeah, I don't know shit about vitamins. Vitamin C keeps me healthy, and
Yeah.
vitamin D comes from the sun,
Okay,
and vitamin E is in these vapes.
nice.
You know that old lung thing like a couple years ago where people were like dying from vapes
Oh, yeah.
and carts?
Yeah.
They found it was from vitamin E acetate, a filler.
Acetate.
In like filler, but it was a lot of illegal shit.
Well, I also feel like it wasn't just the vapes. I feel like it was mostly like those disgusting like black market carts.
That's what it mostly was. A lot
I
of
was selling a
people.
lot of those danks, and people were getting sick, bro. And then the Mario Karts, yo, those were
Mario Karts.
horrible. Like after a month of selling each of those, people were like, "I'm not buying those anymore." I was like, "What the fuck? Why?" They're like, "Have you not been like seeing the news on them, bro? They're fucking horrible for you." It's like, well, I got 100 of them, so I'll give them to you for like $50. Like,
You're like, well, I guess still
Fuck
got to
it.
get rid of them.
fuck
So
it. Yeah.
motherfuckers still like we live in California. Motherfuckers still buy the Delta 8 carts.
Yeah, bro. And like Texas, it's legal. Delta 8's legal. It's sold in like
Yeah,
smoke shops and shit.
because they make weed hella illegal there.
Yeah,
Like they'll
bro.
fuck you up if they find an ounce of weed in
Yeah.
your shit. Probably
That's
less than that.
crazy. It's crazy how like salvia is legal in all states, but and not
Is this
even real
still legal in
salvia.
California.
Yeah,
Not
you can
even
just go
real
to a smoke
salvia.
shop and get it.
It's
Still?
only synthetic salvia because you don't get the
real
actual
salvia is
leaf.
not legal.
No, it's illegal. Real salvia is
Interesting.
illegal, but the synthetic stuff is legal. It's like, and obviously we all know why. We've all taken salvia, right?
No, mm-mm.
Have you
I've
guys
done
never
every
taken
other
salvia?
psychedelic besides
Oh,
salvia.
Yeah. So like it's the one legal psychedelic because it makes you never want to take psychedelics ever again. Or
Yeah, that's why I
anything.
haven't done it.
I've
Yeah,
never
bro.
done any drugs.
Well, no, I wanted to. I saw this video where this guy was like, fucking, he was in his house and he just started like crawling up the wall like backwards and fell out his window. Like it was
that
like a window like this, so he
sounds
was
about
only on the
right.
first
That-
floor.
Yeah, you're definitely filled with some demonic entities.
I was like, bro is tripping. Like I might have to try that shit.
Bro, no, you don't ever want to try it.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
telling you, like,
yeah.
pretty
So-
twisted.
I've had a good time
For-
with other psychedelics. I
for-
don't want to have a bad time.
For a 50-second episode, I'm gonna do a little trip story. All right, we've
Sweet.
had a year's worth of episodes.
We could all
After this
we could have
one,
a
this is
trip story,
52. Yeah, let's all do a trip story.
No.
So, so salvia, right? The first time I ever did salvia, I didn't realize that you had to smoke it in a bowl. I thought you could
You
vaporize
just
it.
eat it. Oh,
And yeah, no, I just ate the whole bag. No,
you're gonna eat the whole bag.
the whole bag. No, but I threw it in my volcano vape and I smoked it and like not much really happened. It was 80x, which is pretty strong. And so like a couple years later, my boy Lance hits me up and he's like, "Hey, dude, let's do salvia. It's so much fun." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And Lance is a pretty crazy guy, but I love Lance. And I was like, "Yeah, I trust it." Yeah.
Names are changed, obviously.
I was like, you know, fucking it didn't really affect me last time, so it's probably okay. And it was like kind of fun, whatever it was. And so we got it. We got 240X though, because I was like the 80X didn't do anything to me. And 240X is the strongest that you can buy. And at the time, before 80X was the strongest that you could buy. So it's pretty strong stuff. And we put on some good calming music, you know. We had some water, and we loaded up the bong, and I smoked it. And the second I smoked it, bro, I forgot everything that had ever happened to me. I forgot who I was. I forgot what life was. I forgot what the universe
just forgot
was.
everything in general.
Everything. I was like,
Your mind
it was
was
like
those-
my brain reset and
Like a
just
little-
turned off.
What is it?
Yeah,
Men
and
in
I-
Black. Fucking.
Yeah, it felt like that, bro. And all around me, there were these color swatches that went all the way up and all the way down that were just like all the different colors of like this color spectrum. Just all around me. And I was like, what the fuck? And I looked over at my boy and they popped up with his eyes and mouth on each one of them. And I was like,
Bruh.
what the fuck is going on? I was like, what's happening? I was like, I need to get out of here. And he starts laughing because what would you do if your friend was acting like that? You'd start laughing. And then all of them started laughing. And I was like, oh God. And I stood up and I was like reaching for like doorknobs because they felt like doors. And I was like reaching around and I found my door to go outside. And then all of a sudden he's like, don't go out there. I was like, why not? He's like, that's just a terrible idea. You're on drugs. I was like, fuck. So I went back down and I sat on the couch and then I picked up my glass of water and dumped it on the ground and set it back down. And finally I started coming back. And then I just got horribly depressed. We're here with Zaden Z Rio.
Yup.
And he's going to show us a song today. Tell us a little bit about the song, Zaden.
You know what? I had this beat that I didn't use for a while. So I was like, I grabbed it. It was hard as fuck.
Hell yeah.
I made this song in like 2 days, low key. And I just was like rapping my ass off. Like, main goal of this project was kind of just showing a bunch of my different skills.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is Ghost Girl.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is how you start a rap song right here. Listen to these. This is the first bar.
I be getting my dick sucked really whenever I want it. By a bitch I call slut, but you don't know nothing about it. I just spun your block shit, better go check your mama. I be getting money, bitch, hand me the check with the commas. I be smoking tree and doing drugs, I just shot a couple slugs. I just cannot give a fuck, pouring purple in my cup. Ayo, J Stacks hit 'em up, I got the 808s, we bumping, call this rear up, this ain't fun. Catch me lacking in a trunk, got these 808s, this bass got the ground slipping. I stay unique, cause when I rhyme, you know I rhyme different. Surviving with longevity, I'm evolving like I am finished. Couldn't give a fuck about a 10, I got 9 bitches. Pro heartbreaker, she a pound baker. Hit me with that ground check, I'll kick her out my house later. She said she got him in, but bitch, you know that I'm greater. Couldn't give a fuck about a bitch, she a cloud chaser. I just sip the lean, I'm in a wreck. Cashing that insurance check, I'm rolling in a Phantom next. Got your bitch, she giving next. She told you that she never sexed. Then she sent me news that I posted on the internet. Little bitch playing with fire, I'm a home wrecker. Should be careful being a liar. Get your own stretcher, bitch, I'm feeling like Michael Myers. No gon' catch her, always lusting for new desires. Call that hoe a lecture. Met this baddie from Chicago, like I hit the lotto. Ass fat, like she packing cargo. And she hit vibratos and she rap. You should've heard her bars, like yo, she kinda hot, bro. Ghost girl up in my car, yeah, I have it till tomorrow. Said I met this baddie from Chicago, like I hit the lotto. Ass fat, like she packing cargo. And she hit vibratos and she rap. You should've heard her bars, like yo, she kinda hot, bro. Ghost girl up in my car, yeah, I have it till tomorrow. Ass fat, hit it from the back. Let me read that trans stamp. Show me what that pussy do. That pussy tasting like a snack. Fuck about the other dude, I hit it once and send it back. Bitch, I'm not that into you, I enter you and pack my bags. It's like I'm rapping like I want it, fucking craving this shit. If I'm truly being honest, I was made for this shit. Like I'm really fucking bad at, I ain't faking this shit. This my greatest fucking project. I ain't looking at the stars because the stars remain the same. I'm trying to join up in the clouds so the world don't know my name. And I ain't looking for the cloud shit, I ain't really want the fame. I'm just looking for the spotlight so y'all remember Zaden. I ain't here for the one time, I'm here for an eternity. Been posting for 7 years, I'm shocked you ain't heard of me. On my 4th project, now this shit just ain't the first for me. All these crying rappers seem the game feel like a nursery. Trying to bring that real shit back, I'm on that California rap. Sliding on that Detroit beat, I kill this shit on any track. Trying to bring that real shit back, on that California rap. Sliding on that Detroit beat, I kill this shit on any track. Doing drugs and smoking grass, still completing any task. Yo bitch at my crib, smoking trees, she be shaking ass. We be getting drunk, sipping cap out the flask. I got drip strapped to my back and that's facts. I got racks stacked on my racks in my bag. I be making stacks after stacks like it's class. Got the strap strapped to my hip, make it blast. Ops on my back, hit the gas, do the dash. Met this baddie from Chicago, like I hit the lotto, ass fat, like she.
But yeah, I be showing hella music early.
Yo, that was fun.
I got content ready.
Get some bars, dude.
Hell yeah. See that exclusively on Broccoli right now.
Yeah,
Because that's
broadly
just,
broad.
see that exclusively on Broccoli because that shit's not gonna be released for a second. That's just gonna be on Broccoli first.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's just be dope as hell.
Nice.
Yeah, hell yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate y'all.
Get the new, and then also get the firm release dates too.
Yup.
We don't got a firm release date on that one, but we got other.
But we do
other
force
ones.
people to do shit.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 2 for 3. Solid.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. One more time. What is that song?
That's Ghost Girl. That shit
And
gonna be out.
What's the date it's gonna be out?
It's gonna be out in February. It's gonna be out in February.
Not okay. No,
February.
Yeah, February 23rd. All right, cool.
Cool. Yeah. After that, I picked up the salvia and I fucking opened it into the trash can and I was like, "We're not doing this." I was like, "Nope, I'm not doing this."
You fucking threw all
He's
that
like,
shit
"Bro,
away.
what the fuck?" I was like, "Dude, if you get like this, I'm gonna kill myself." I just got like horribly depressed, bro. It was terrible. And
Trust me, you don't want to do this.
it's traumatizing.
Some psychedelics really they'll have like this intense come down where you're just depressed too for a minute. Like
Not the good ones.
I'm not sure. I don't know much about salvia, but it's possible that it wasn't even the trip that made you depressed, and it was just the come down from the drug itself.
It definitely could be. It only lasts like 10 minutes.
Yeah, so that's the thing is like shit like cocaine
It's
only lasts
so
like 30,
hyper-intense,
so
bro.
it makes you just want to keep. So the same thing with salvia probably, where it's like your brain is going so fast that then you want to just do it again. Like I mean, maybe not do it again,
It's
but your
turned
brain
on,
is
yeah.
kind of telling you to.
Or it's like, "Hey, bro, we're gonna make you feel so bad that you never want to touch this stuff again." And people get addicted to salvia.
Which
Like
is
there are actually
wild.
people that are addicted to salvia. I've known people that like take salvia every day, and I'm like, that's insane.
I
Like,
think some
you're
people-
you're a demon.
I mean, it might just be that like addiction to not being sober.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
in salvia just is there
I
what
guess
they
it's
can
a-
get their
You can
hands
buy
on.
it at the.
Yeah, you can buy
It
at the
really
smoke
is
shop.
one of the strongest psychedelics too. Like I've never hallucinated. I've taken hundreds of tabs of acid. I've taken mushrooms. I've only hallucinated like twice on acid, and salvia.
What do you mean like
fucking got me.
hallucinate? Like you mean like
see
the
stuff that's
whole
not there.
like yeah, like whole ass like world isn't even the same
Or
world.
or just anything. Hallucinate anything that's not there.
I've seen some shit.
I've seen like stuff move weird, but I've never seen something that's
See
not
stuff
there.
Move weird.
Except for the last time I did it, which I won't speak about yet. It's not time.
It's not time.
time,
Next year,
motherfucker.
next January.
Yeah, next January. Promise.
Man, I've seen full on like. Okay, so can you imagine like when like you'd cut out like the people, it like the person.
Oh
When
yeah.
you cut
Thing.
up people.
Yeah, when you cut up people.
Okay, yeah, got you.
No, you know
Let
what I
them
mean.
into a
Like the whole
smoothie.
paper thing. You cut it, and it's like these like it's a line of people like holding hands. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is
You
that
can
like
imagine
ancient geometry?
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
He knows what you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, so I was off like 3 or 4 tabs,
Uh-huh.
and it was 1,500
Micrograms?
micrograms. Yeah. So
Fuck.
that's what I saw is these like paper people, except it was like made out of light, just surrounding me my entire trip.
So you took like, so in total it was 1,500 micrograms.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, because we redosed
Holy
too,
fuck.
so the peak was a long time.
Yeah.
Because I took like 2, and then I redosed another 2 because I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And me and my friend both had 2 left, so we were like, you want to do it? And that's what I was seeing the
was
whole trip. Like I kept thinking I was seeing things out of the corner of my eye, but it was literally like people, like light people surrounding me.
Just holding hands.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was wild. But during that same trip, I went into my friend's room. We were outside. Just we would go and just lay down in his driveway and look at the stars for hours when we were on acid. But I went inside to grab something, and he had like this pop figure of like a venomized Wolverine. I looked at that shit in the fucking room filled with darkness, and just that all I seen was that fucking was that pop figure's
It was
face,
real.
and like I like ran out of the room, and like the darkness was like chasing me.
Dude.
That's some wild shit.
That is.
One time,
They were actually just performing an exorcism on you and you didn't realize
yeah,
it.
I had to fucking get the fuck out of there. The one time when we were on acid, the fucking power went out, and I was straight up like, at some point in the night, I was like, yeah, what if the power just comes on right now? And I shit you not, it literally did after I said that sentence. Not like 1 minute after, like within a second after I said that sentence, the fucking power turned on.
You got
Control
like
the power.
you got like
You're
you
tripping.
got like hyper intuition because you're so connected when you're on LSD. I feel like that just like happens. It's just a natural phenomena. Like like all the weird shit that you can like predict.
Sometimes just
You
in
know.
general,
Yeah, just like
It has to be able to be discredited by the use of drugs to be real.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Like nothing ever happens when it's like when you're sober like that, you know?
like
Because you can be like, oh wow, I can't explain that. But if you're on drugs, so it happens.
you're like,
so
yeah, I got an
often.
explanation.
You're
like
"Oh, I'm on
psychedelic
drugs."
telepathy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nobody that's never taken psychedelics will ever believe that. They're like, okay, yeah, I'm sure you
Yeah,
fucking talked
sure
to somebody
thing.
in your head.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we've had full fucking conversations, bro.
Yeah, but then they're like, no, you were just on drugs and you guys were just actually talking.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, no.
You don't understand.
No, I swear we'd be on the same wavelengths while fucking tripping sometimes, not even talking to my friend.
Well, that's because like I believe it's so we all have a frequency, right?
Yeah.
Every person has their own frequency, and drugs have their own frequency. But if like you take the same batch of LSD as your friend, it's gonna have the same frequency.
Yeah, it's the
So
same.
when you take it, it's such a strong psychedelic that it actually puts you on the same frequency as each other. So you're able to connect way easier. That's why it makes it way easier. Like if you take, like, I don't know if you've ever done this, but I've taken acid that I got from one guy,
I
or
have.
like one sheet, and then my friend's taken acid from another sheet, and we have like totally separate trips.
Oh, I've done it a little different. I've both mixed. I've mixed I would get gel tabs, I get paper tabs. They'd be from different people.
Yeah.
So obviously a different batch. So I'd mix like a gel and a paper. But I've had like friends do shrooms while we were on acid, and of course a totally different trip. But,
Yeah.
But
still,
when
it's-
you're both on shrooms together, you could still vibe too. So
Yeah, you're connected.
yeah, like
I mean, I've never done any drugs, but I have
If
a
you
friend.
had done them,
I have a friend who said that, like, you can set an intention when you do drugs.
that's
you know?
that's
and,
the goal.
and so you like can set an intention with with two separate ones with like acid and like mushrooms, and have like a similar trip. You know,
yeah, that makes sense.
like have you also? I've heard of them like intertwining before. You know what I'm saying? Like where
Yeah.
you're on drugs and somebody else is on drugs, and you meet up, and it like becomes one.
Or like you're just like walking around town at like night on drugs, and then like you see another group of people, and you're like, I'm gonna go be friends with them, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden they're like, oh, we're also on acid.
That's what I mean, and
You're
it
like,
becomes one like adventure.
damn, we're best friends now.
Well, it's an adventure.
Yeah, no, the main goal with trips for real, like if it's like anyone's first time ever, like the main goal is to set intention. It's like, what do they say? Like set and setting.
Yes.
So intention and where you're at. Be somewhere safe and go in with an intention. And that intention could be anything. It could be to have fun. It could be to get high. But it could also be to learn something. It could be to learn about yourself. And sometimes if you go in with an intention to learn about yourself, that shit might be scary.
Yeah. See, like,
You know?
my intention has always been to like find out the answers.
Right,
And just in
that's-
general, like the answers about me, the answer to the universe and shit like that. And I feel like I've made it all about that in every trip so much that like I can't have any other thing happen. And so
Well,
like
yeah,
now
exactly.
I get stuck in a loop where I'm like, I already know what the answers are that I want. So like now this is just me being really fucking intensely high for like 8 hours and not being able to like
For me, I just try not to
control it.
Well,
Watch the sun
well,
come up.
there is that, yeah. So a lot of times when I went into trips, it was just like, do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But now since I've always gone in with like an intention, though, kind of like learning something, or becoming something better, or you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, whenever I always went in with intention like that, so I'm kind of in the same way where I can't really change my intention outside of that. So I take a really long break in between trips now. Like just been microdosing recently. Like a week ago, I did a little trip. I don't know how much I did. It was the shroom chocolate, and I just finished the rest of my chocolate bar. So I don't know how much it was, but with those, what I've been doing is like microdosing and watching a movie, because like I feel like I can actually pay attention to a movie fully through when I'm like
I was
on
once,
shrooms.
I was once drugged with a chocolate bar.
It's like you can taste
Went
the
to
shrooms
Kings
in that
game. Damn, that shit was fucking wild.
shit. What I get,
Sacramento Kings. I was like up at the top. It looked like I was like, kind of felt like you were playing like 2K. You know, 'cause you're so high up there. You're like, I feel like I can control the players.
I got drugged with something at like a 16th birthday party, but I can't remember what it was.
I was the one that drugged myself.
No, it wasn't. It was like edibles, but
And I was the one that drugged you.
yeah,
Nice.
it was it was edibles, and I like knew they were, you know, you can fucking taste edibles.
Yeah.
So like as soon as I ate it, I knew, but I also at that point I never like smoked or anything, so I was like, these are fucking gross.
Yeah.
And then I was high. I was high like an hour later, and like I think years later, I was like, damn, that was an edible that I had.
That's like actually like exactly what happened to me. I didn't get drugged with it, but I had an edible. I traded, so I was hell into Assassin's Creed, and I got like the pre-order box set came with like an Assassin's Creed belt buckle, right?
Fuck yeah.
And this dude that I went to school with, he wanted it, so he's like, I'll give you an ounce of weed for it. And I was like, I've never smoked weed. I was like, fuck yeah, fuck it. And then I gave it to my brother to hide. And anyways, he got me caught with it because he told my parents about it.
Bro,
And
he gave it to Heidi. He's like, hey, here's an ounce.
yeah, and then like a week later,
Right to
which
the-
I'm sure he smoked it
straight
or
to
turned it into these brownies that he gave me. But like a week later, he's like, yo, I'm really sorry about that. My parents had gone to bed. It was like 8 p.m. And he's like, here, have one of these. And I ate one. And he was like sitting there waiting for it. I was like, how much are you supposed to eat? He's like, I get fucked up off of one. I was like, well, this is about to be fucking crazy. And we sat there for like an hour. Nothing happened. And he's like, the whole time he's like, you feel it? And one of those, I was like, no, I don't feel anything. Like, it was like 10. He's like, all right, well, I guess that's weird. I guess we just got to go to bed. And so I went to bed. And as soon as I fucking laid down, I started laughing. And I didn't know why I was laughing. And I was like laughing because I didn't know why I was laughing. And so I was just fucking hysterically laughing in my room. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh God. And I fucking puked for like
Oh my
30
God.
minutes.
Jesus, you laughed so hard you fucking threw
Yeah,
up.
dude. I think it was from the edible, but yeah.
Oh my God. bro.
I actually have kind of a funny story. When I was in high school, this girl had a crush on me, and she knew that I was like kind of interested in weed, like edibles and stuff, and so she made me brownies. But I don't think she knew how to like make brownies, so she just put like weed
Oh
in
no.
brownie mix.
Oh God.
Oh my
And
God.
I ate one of them, and I like almost threw up. I was like, damn,
There's,
this
like,
is fucking
leaves in that
Yeah,
shit.
it was like so gross.
God
Texture
damn.
is probably like a gritty
It
texture.
was so
bro.
bad.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
like
was very
leaves
nice
in
of her.
that shit. It's very nice.
It was a very nice gesture.
Would you like to shout her out?
I totally would.
I would
No, I'm
like.
playing.
I totally would if that was a real story, but I just made that up.
Yeah, that was off the top. Off the
Yeah,
top,
yeah.
Off tops.
I had a friend in high school.
All these stories are made up.
Yeah, all these stories are made up. I don't do crimes
Or drugs.
or drugs. Same thing.
Commit drugs.
I don't commit drugs. I don't do crimes.
I don't commit to drugs.
What was it? In high school, I had this one friend that used to just like slack off in PE, just walk around the track instead
I
of
fucking hate
running.
those guys.
We still had a 13-minute mile walking around that shit. Maybe 15, 18, something like that. My girlfriend offended over there by my 13-minute walking mile.
I mean, that's
But
It feels fast.
it was his birthday, and he's like, "Here's an edible." It was a dispensary edible.
Awesome.
It might not be 13. It might not. It was still like it was like a decent-ish mile for walking.
yeah. Whatever
But-
a decent mile for walking. Is.
Yeah, I don't remember. I haven't done a mile since high
Yeah, I
school.
guess walking 3 miles an hour, you're gonna.
Like
It's like a
15
20-minute
minutes.
mile. Yeah.
But
Like
anyways,
15 minutes.
it was his birthday, and he's like, "Here's a dispensary edible," and I had no tolerance. So
You're
like,
just walking.
so we took it, and like an hour later, I had like a movie class. I just sit and watch movies. It was cool, but I passed out, and like, when I woke up, I was high as fuck. I remember like eating the school burrito. I had it like on the table like this, and I'm like, like eating it like,
Whoa.
yeah, it's okay. Just cut the video on that point.
No, we're gonna edit something in.
Yeah, shit. No, but I should have had that shit sitting on the table, and I was like, I wasn't moving the burrito to my mouth. I was just like eating it like a fucking dog.
You were just necking it.
No, I was eating it like a dog
You were
was eating
slurping
food.
that burrito.
No, but fucking, I was lit as hell, and like,
Oh, fuck.
I was lit as fuck, and I think I was high for like the next day too. Like, and I went to my friend, and I was like, "Bro, that shit was crazy." He's like, "I don't remember nothing."
Yeah, that brings me to a story, a similar story. When I was in high school, I met this dude. He won't be named. But he used to make edibles, and he would always hit me up, and he's like, "Here, take these to your school and sell these for me." And I'd
Take
be
them
like,
to school and sell them.
Sure, So he's like, "I don't know how strong they are. I just threw a bunch of butter in there." So like, these brownies were fucking fire. This dude knew how to make fucking brownies. They tasted good.
Hell yeah.
And they fucking knocked you on your ass, bro.
Fuck yeah.
And so, this is the last time I got him. I brought him to school, and for my first period, this is my senior year, I didn't have a first period. My second and third period was drama, I was a TA for third period. But all we did in that class is watch movies.
Hell yeah.
And then I had my drama teacher for English in my fourth period, which all we did in that class was watch movies. 'Cause that teacher just showed movies. That's all he did. And
Gotta love those classes.
then lunch. And then my fifth period, after a while, I was just like a peer mentor because I didn't need this math class for my senior year.
Mhm.
So I just switched over to a peer mentor for it. And I never had to do anything in that class.
Yeah.
So I brought these brownies to school, sold a bunch of them, and then I ate 2 of them. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to just mark me here for the rest of the day. I went out to my truck and I fucking slept until 5th period. And then I came back in high as fuck. And I sold the last one to this dude in 5th period. I reeked of weed though. It was in my backpack.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You were too high.
Foolish.
Yeah, bro, I was too high. And
Foolish.
so I fell asleep in that class, and the fucking narc ass fucking teacher who was like always like super buddy and cool with me called the security officer and was like, "This guy's sleeping in my class. I think he's high." And they searched my backpack, and there was nothing in there anymore because I just sold the last one to my friend. Thank
Oh
God.
yeah.
But he walked me up to the office. He's like, why were you sleeping in class? I was like,
I was tired.
I'm not feeling good. Like it's just been really rough lately. So I just wanted to sleep. He's like, oh, you want me to take you to the nurse's office instead? I was like, mission 1 completed. He's like, yes. It's better than the principal.
Please.
So he took me over there, and she sat me there for like 30 minutes and didn't pay attention to me and was just on her computer the whole time. I was like,
She's waiting for you to sober down.
and then she turned around and she's like, so why are your eyes red? Like, and the guy that I actually sold the last edible to, he gave me these eye drops. So it was the Rotos.
Yeah.
I put one in my eye, but it burned so bad that
That
I
you
didn't put it
couldn't
in
do
the
the
other
other one?
eye. So
Oh
my
my
other
God.
eye's just red as fuck. But thankfully, that was mission 1.
Pink eye.
Yeah, thankfully, only one of my eyes was red, so it didn't look like I was like high. You know, you couldn't really
You
tell.
just had a real red
Yeah,
eye.
it just
Yeah.
looked like you got punched in the face.
Yeah, you know. So mission 2 got completed, and then I was like, she asked me why my eyes were red, and I was like, I've been crying.
I've been
And I
crying.
said, my dog died, and she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Do you want me to get your counselor?
Shit.
And I was like, mission 3 success.
You
Yes.
moved around.
Yes. And so I went to my counselor. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
You're just baked as fuck the whole time.
Yeah. Bro. She's like, your dad died? And I was
You're
like,
sure.
no. I was like, what? I was like, no, my dog died. And then she called my mom, and I was like, oh no, this is about to all fall apart. And then she was like, they haven't died. No, it's okay. I was like, oh, thank the heavens. High as fuck, bro. And after that, the counselor tried to like console me on my dead dog and walked me back to class. My
But-
6th period.
So they didn't even like react to like that your family, that your mom was like, the dogs aren't dead.
No. I was like, oh, it's just like a miscommunication.
You're like, oh, I swear.
I was like, there's a text, and I showed her like a fake text that I had made or whatever to a fake mom. I'd already done this in the nurse's office when I was waiting.
You
for
had
that whole
plans.
time.
This was a whole fucking
Yeah, I was-
strategy.
Yeah, bro.
You're like, I'm gonna need this.
Yeah. I was like,
You
"Oh."
weren't napping in your fucking. You weren't napping. You were fucking writing
Yeah, I
down
was
the
like,
next
okay,
step to
come
get out
on.
of school.
Literally, bro.
Oh shit, that's hella funny.
Yeah.
I was high a lot at school. My senior year, I did edibles a lot, and I don't know how anyone never like caught on, because like seen other kids like get in trouble for
Yeah.
being high. Same shit as you, where they'd be napping and they'd wake them up and be like, "Are you high?"
Yeah.
And I mean, first of all, yeah, most of the time they were high, but anyone's
Yeah.
eyes are gonna be red right after getting woken up like that.
yeah. bro.
So
What?
yeah,
Why are your eyes red? I was literally
You're
just
like,
asleep.
I'm
bro.
still waking up.
asleep.
Here, hold on.
Yeah. You like
Was that
yawn,
better?
or you yawn and your eyes
Yeah.
water. They're like, what's wrong?
I love that when you have contacts on, you sleep with contacts on, and they're all dry in the morning, and then you just yawn, and it's like, oh, it's all better.
I like it dry.
You like them dry?
I like 'em dry,
He
dude.
he likes his
fucking-
contacts dry. He likes his toast like just warm
Yeah,
bread.
just warm
Kinda
bread.
toasty. I want
He
like
likes his eggs hard,
What does that mean?
hard eggs.
hard eggs.
Like,
I don't really like a yolk very much.
He doesn't like.
oh, like you cook the yolk.
Or I like it scrambled or like over hard.
Oh, Yeah, it's lame.
Like
That's like the
Friday.
only thing you like hard though, because like everything else that's crispy, bro.
That's the only
or
thing you like
is,
hard?
Pretty much.
There's one other thing, but
We're not gonna discuss
My
that.
life.
his muscles. Oh. All right, yeah, his life.
It's his life, his muscles.
My muscles.
Pause, brother.
All right, so this project that you're working on.
This project we hear.
Yeah.
So-
you said that you might be doing something soon. You might be dropping something.
Yeah, so January 30th, this episode's either going to be out or it's not going to be out yet.
It'll be out. It might be the week before this or 2 weeks before this.
But
so-
January 30th, I'm going to drop a new song. If it's not by January 30th, because I got to get it mixed and mastered. If it's not by January 30th, it'll be by the first week of February. It'll still be within that week. But January 30th is the aim date, so we're keeping that.
You already, yeah, I was about to say, you
Manifestation.
already said it. I'm
Manifestation.
gonna post a reel that says you're
Cool.
well,
There
yeah.
you go. Manifestation in this
Yeah.
bitch. So January 30th, I'm dropping Doing Well. It's about my grandpa. I don't have a sample for you today. I'll show you a sample to something else later.
Yeah, no sweat.
But yeah, I'm gonna drop that for my grandpa. That's his birthday.
Yeah.
I think I talked about it last time. He kind of working on this project for him in a sense. Like he passed away a couple years ago from cancer. So there's a couple songs about him and like the journey that I've taken with this project has been because of that like emotional journey.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
changes you.
Yeah. So that's the project's gonna be called The Stars Remain the Same. That's gonna be in April, and I'm not gonna say the release date for that one, but that'll be in April. And
April 15th.
No, he said April
yeah, I
22nd.
didn't say
is the
15th.
release
Oh, you
date.
know
He
what? I already
Earth
said
Day.
it on camera,
Yeah,
didn't
you
I?
said it, bro.
I
You
said
have
it on
to do it,
camera.
yeah.
No, it's just because I'm setting everything up right now as we speak.
Yeah.
You know what I
Earth
mean? Earth Day. Yes.
Earth Day. It's
But
your birthday.
Was it 22nd?
Down? Yeah, the 22nd.
Oh, there he is.
Up a little bit. It's on the white.
I was wondering where you went.
There's a bug right next to you.
Isn't that the jumping spider?
No, it looks like something else. Looks like a beetle.
Maybe it is. The spider's not on the mic no more.
Oh shit.
I like it. There's fucking bugs.
But yeah, The Stars Remain the Same, April 22nd or Earth Day.
We'll fumigate it. Yeah,
Um,
pretty dirty in here probably.
I guess if we just like had a bucket, put like chlorine and
I just
so, like toilet bowl
splashed
cleaner.
it all over the place.
Put some like toilet bowl cleaner in there and just let the air fumigate.
You know, fumigate the studio.
Hmm. Yeah, we had.
Make some chlorine gas.
We'll tell you about it
It's
later.
just like a carpet beetle. I don't know. My fucking grandma was weird and would like
beetles.
no, she would collect them in a
Give
little
them names.
pill bottle and be like, she had a whole pill bottle of beetles and she was
just
like,
be
what are
like-
these bugs? She came up to me. She's like, what are these bugs?
Once a day.
I'm like,
she'd
I don't
be-
know, but get rid of them.
That is the weirdest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, like I think it was so that like I don't know. I think it was like
You're
a,
just
I
like-
don't want to kill them, but I'm just gonna like
You're just like
grab
in high,
them.
Suffocate 'em?
you're just in high school and like you're going through like a pill phase and you're like, what has she got? And you're like, oh, what are these? And it's like,
Take a seat for the bunny.
what the fuck?
Well, shit, bro.
That's hella funny.
It's been a good episode.
Well, it's been a fun episode, bro. Thanks for coming down.
Let me say some more shit.
Oh yeah. Talk if you want, bro.
Yeah. Well, what time is it? Is that? Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, Stars Remain the Same, coming out in April. I got 9 tracks on that bitch. I just recorded a music video. I got this tattoo. I'll show it up to the camera in a minute. Low Key, that's gonna come out in March. We got Doing Well coming out in motherfucking January, the end of January. And I plan on dropping Ghost Girl sometime in February.
Hell yeah.
Yup. And that's the sample I'm gonna play for y'all, is Ghost Girl.
Hell yeah.
Fire.
Check it out on all DSPs when it comes out.
Yup.
yeah.
All DSPs.
Well, it's been a good ass episode, bro.
It has been a good episode. Check out infinitusmedia.org. I just dropped merch. I almost forgot.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Drop of the merch.
Zaden Z Real on all platforms.
It's been another episode of the
TikTok.
Broccoli Pod.
Yup.
We're your hosts.
Broccoli Pod.
I'm Capital J.
I'm
TikTok.
Augie Dupre.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm Zaden.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.